This is Author Jeanne Bender. I'm going to be reading you the Lindie Lou Adventure Series, Book 3, Chapter 1, From Harvest Time, Celebration on an Organic Farm. In harvest time, there are a lot of farm family members, so you're going to meet some really interesting characters who are lots of fun. Chapter 1, A New Adventure. And look at Lindie Lou. She's flying through the sky over a pile of hay. And in the other picture, she's in the car going on a new adventure. Lindie Lou was sitting in the back seat of Brian and Kate's car. Kate pushed a button and the car turned on. Brian sat next to her. He was looking at a map. Lindie Lou loved Kate and Brian. She was happy living in Seattle and was glad they were her owners. They were very caring and made her feel safe. The suitcases were in the back of the car. Lindie Lou didn't know where they were going, but she knew they were on another adventure. "We should be at the airport in about 45 minutes, said Kate. "I'd like to stop at the library. I have some books to drop off." "Okay," replied Brian. Kate's little green car drove away from their house on the lake. Lindie Lou looked out the window. She saw 4 ducks floating on the water behind their house. There's Lindie Lou's new home, and there are the ducks on the water. The car drove across a high bridge. Below them was the city of Seattle. "I can see the Space Needle," thought Lindie Lou. "That's where Kate took me up in space. It looks really amazing from here." The car took the next exit and drove through downtown Seattle. Lindie Lou looked out the front window. Down the street was a very strange, giant, geometric building. Pretty cool. "We're here," announced Kate. She jumped out of the car with the pile of books under her arms. Kate ran up to a big drop-off area on the outside of the building. "Hello," said a recording. It was coming from a loudspeaker in the wall. "Please open the door and place your books on the belt." Kate did as she was told. Lindie Lou watched the books move up the belt and drop into a large box hanging from the ceiling. "Wow," thought Lindie Lou, "what a cool system." She looked up at the building. This amazing-looking building must be the Seattle Public Library. Kate jumped back into the car. "Okay, errand complete," she said. "On to the airport," announced Brian. Oh, that is such a short chapter that I've decided to read you chapter 2 as well. Guess who else is coming? "We're going to the airport, barked Lindie Lou. She liked airports. Her friend Max taught her not to be afraid of airports or airplanes. He taught her a lot of other wise things, too. "I wonder where we're going this time," thought Lindie Lou. "Are Joe and Sherry coming?" asked Brian. "Yes," replied Kate. "My sister Sherry wouldn't miss Cousin Rhonda's harvest party. She goes every year." "Joe and Sherry are coming?" thought Lindie Lou. "I get to see Joe and Sherry again." Joe and Sherry raised Lindie Lou in the city of St. Louis. She lived there with her mom, Molly, and her brothers and sisters. They grew up in a puppy playground. When Lindie Lou was old enough to travel, Joe and Sherry flew her to Seattle, where she now lives with Kate and Brian. Lindie Lou was so excited, she jumped up and down in her travel carrier. "You remember Joe and Sherry, don't you, girl?" asked Brian. He turned and looked at Lindie Lou. There's a picture of Joe and Sherry and Molly and Jasper. Oh, I'm not supposed to tell you that yet. Guess who else is coming? Jasper, said Brian. Jasper was Lindie Lou's brother. He still lived with Joe and Sherry and their mom, Molly. Woo-hoo, howled Lindie Lou. Kate and Brian laughed. The last time Lindie Lou saw Jasper, they were together in the puppy playground playing the sliding game. I'm going to show you this because it looks so cute. Playing the sliding game. Her brother Topaz and sisters Ruby and Diamond also liked to play the sliding game. Lindie Lou wondered if they played the sliding game at their new homes too. There's a picture of Lindie Lou's brothers and sisters, Jasper, Topaz, Diamond, and Ruby, and Lindie Lou too. They all were adopted to different families and went to different homes. The car pulled off the main road, drove a few more miles, and then entered Seattle SeaTac Airport. We're almost there, said Kate. Lindie Lou saw airplanes taking off into the sky. The car pulled up to a moving walkway. Brian jumped out. I'll get the luggage, said Brian. Okay, replied Kate. I'll bring Lindie Lou. So I'm going to stop here to tell you that this is also part of the Lindie Lou Harvest Time Book 3, An Adventure on an Organic Farm. And if you keep reading this, you're going to meet all kinds of interesting people. And Lindie Lou is going to go into a corn maze, and she's going to jump off a hayloft. Here's a picture of that. And there's a surprise in the end. Lindie Lou Harvest Time Book 3 can be purchased at lindielou.com. Thank you for listening.